I want to talk to you about what I learned living alone here in Bangalore. I wanted to share my experience on how things are changing and how it has affected me and how it might affect you as well. So do stick around till the end of the video where I really want to talk to you about all that. But before that, let's just talk about Bangalore. This is Bangalore, the garden city of India. It earned its reputation in 1927 for its lush greenery, its broad roads and its beautiful gardens. But over the past few decades, things have changed. We sacrificed the garden greenery for a shiny exterior, the Silicon Valley of India, India's tech capital. And with that boom came talent from every part of India, which meant the population grew, but unfortunately, so did the pollution.
In the heart of Bangalore, garbage is festering everywhere. Once known as the Garden City, Bangalore now has a new nickname, Garbage City.
But ever since March of 2020, things have changed. People from the other parts of India were going back home, as if Bangalore wasn't their home. But for some reason, I chose to stay back. And looking back, I'm so glad that I did. Over the last year, I got to witness a small revival of the garden city that it once was. I literally felt like the air was getting fresher.
Yep, I would rate the air a 10 on 10.
And I personally feel that the environment that I'm in has had a major impact on both my body and my mind. And I also wanted to use this as a perfect opportunity to capture the beauty of Bangalore. You know, like before the cars and the pollution take over.
And if you have been around on this channel for long enough, you know that I had to be back. I know you missed me. And also, we are so close to 1,000 subscribers. So if you're watching this and haven't subscribed, please do.
So here are 4 things that I learned living alone during the pandemic in Bangalore. The first thing that I learned is that only you can keep yourself happy. For the most part, I feel like happiness is an outcome of an action. But the question we should ask ourselves is that how much control do we have on that outcome? Basically, do I have the control over the things that make me happy? I would say I was pretty happy during this entire lockdown because I could still do the things that I really liked, like working out, reading, and even going for a run. And that is why I feel like my happiness quotient wasn't affected all that much due to the lockdown. And on the other hand, for all my friends who had a tough time during lockdown, I observed a common trend. Most of them were the types who used to go out, party a lot, socialize, and usually just hang around with a lot of friends. And that's not a bad thing. But at the same time, when their happiness depended on something or somebody else, when that was taken away, they weren't so happy anymore. I'm not saying that one is better than the other, but for me personally, I would want to be in control of the things that make me happy. The next thing that I want to talk about is the importance of building valuable relationships. Back when I used to go to college, I obviously used to meet a lot of people. And I'm not sure about you, but ever since the pandemic hit and we've all been at home, the number of people that I'm still in touch with has reduced to just a handful of good friends and family. And family mainly because they don't have an option. No, but seriously, this year helped me realize the difference between physical presence of somebody and true friendship. And I often usually got confused between the two, but this year honestly gave me more clarity on those. And this year made me realize the importance of having valuable relationships. And it doesn't have to look like how it is portrayed to be in the movies. Even though you don't talk to your friends on a day-to-day basis, that doesn't have to dictate how good or how deep your friendship is, you know. But at the same time, just knowing that there's somebody out there whom I can call any time of the day to talk to makes a difference, which feels good. The third thing that I want to talk to you about is to make the most out of this time. In a world that was moving so fast, It almost felt like we had to keep running just to keep up. And if we would have stopped just for a moment, we would have been left behind. But this year was like a huge pause button where everything and everybody just stopped. It also gave me more time to think, more time to follow my passion without really having to sacrifice anything. If it weren't for the work from home and the whole lockdown, I don't know whether I could have managed it all, things like studying, working, and also making these YouTube videos. And that's why I feel like I'm pretty grateful on how the whole year has been for me. Emphasis on for me. Yeah, so I just wanted to use this as an opportunity to make the best out of my time.
And the last thing is that things are not going to go back to being normal, because this is the new normal.
Instead of talking about the global impact of COVID on the economy, I just wanted to talk about how it affects you and how it affects me as well. It affects education, where a teacher who's sitting in one corner of the world can literally teach hundreds and thousands of students at the same time because they are not bound by the walls of a classroom. It affects jobs, as a lot of companies have declared an indefinite work from home. And most importantly, how it has affected us. There is a saying that goes like, you are the product of the 5 people that you surround yourself with. And now that is changing. And I should actually say it has already changed. It has changed to become, you are a product of the content that you consume, which honestly makes me more cautious and more aware of the content that I'm consuming and also the content that I'm making. And as of today, we don't have a reason to get out of the house. We don't meet any new people. We don't have any new experiences. And most of the experiences that we have are through the technology at our disposal.
What no amount of technology can replace is just being outside amidst nature, Like no amount of motivational videos, no amount of calming videos can ever replicate this feeling that I feel when I'm outside, So yeah, I'm just going to enjoy the rest of my cycle ride, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. No, I can't do that with one hand. Bye.